11 municipal election night in Kingsport, and News Channel 11 is your local election headquarters. Good evening, I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Josh Smith. There were 3 races tonight: Kingsport mayor, the alderman race, and also school board race. And tonight, all the results are in.
Take a look at video from the Kingsport Civic Auditorium, where voters in the model city cast their ballots until the polls closed tonight at 8 o'clock. More than 3,000 people voted early. About 2,000 voters went to the polls today.
And we're going to start for the race for Kingsport mayor. Incumbent and current mayor Pat Shull was re-elected tonight to a second term. With
100% of the votes in, Shull won with 63.8% of the vote, followed by Brian Walliver with 24.6% and Michael Lathrop with 10.8% of the vote.
News Channel 11's Bianca Murray was covering the election tonight. She joins us live now from our Kingsport newsroom with more. Bianca?
Josh and Sarah, I actually spoke with 2 incumbents who were re-elected into their roles on the Kingsport Board of Mayor and Aldermen tonight. But first, Mayor Pat Shull. He tells me he is overwhelmingly humble and grateful to be re-elected. He tells me a big goal of his will be to keep the population of Kingsport growing, as the death rate currently exceeds the birth rate. He hopes to see some folks move to the city to help boost tax revenue and be able to provide better services to citizens.
I appreciate all the votes, but I would like to emphasize that I'm the mayor of all citizens. Whether you voted for me or you didn't vote for me, I still care about your concerns and that the city, that we all come together to keep moving forward.
And in the race for Kingsport alderman, there were 3 seats up for grabs tonight. Paul Montgomery, along with incumbents Colette George and Betsy Cooper, were elected to the BMA. Montgomery with 19.6% of the vote, followed by George with 15.2% and Cooper with 15.1%. The son of United States Congresswoman Diana Harshbarger, Bob Harshbarger, was narrowly defeated, finishing 4th in tonight's race for the BMA.
Now, Bianca, you were able to catch up with one of the 3 new aldermen following tonight's results.
One of the other incumbents I was able to speak to tonight was Betsy Cooper. She tells me she's honored and excited to serve for the next 4 years on the Board of Mayor and Aldermen. She tells me she's excited to be able to finish the work she and her colleagues started on the Board of Mayor and Aldermen in 2020 before the COVID-19 pandemic hit and operations ceased.
In February of 2020, we had a strategic planning meeting, and we had all kinds of things that we were going to do, and then all of a sudden everything came to a pause. So I'm anxious to get started and do some of the things that we had planned to do, and so I think 2021 will be a good year for Kingsport. I think we're on the brink to start some really good things in Kingsport.
Sullivan County Elections Commissioner Jason Boer told me that roughly 50% of eligible voters in the city of Kingsport participated in the municipal elections, and that's roughly average turnout. Reporting live in Kingsport, Bianca Murray, News Channel 11.
And finally, we have results from the Kingsport School Board race. 2 seats were up for grabs, and those seats were won by Melissa Woods with 2,992 votes at 30%, and Brandon Fletcher with about 19% of the vote. Incumbent school board member Eric Heisch did not win re-election tonight.
You can get the latest election results from Kingsport by visiting WJHL.com and clicking on the Your Local Election Headquarters tab.